my cards right. Up the ante, one blackjack all night. Roll the dice, let it ride. What are the odds I got snake eyes?
We talk to business owners on a daily basis, business owners that are creating incredible businesses, incredible ideas, working very hard. And one thing that's common, and we actually just came out with an article around this, is protecting the downside and specifically talking about key people in a business. So as they build these businesses out, they get to tell us these stories about these incredible people that work for their company, and some more incredible than others, of course. And we're dealing with the challenges of what to do with employees that aren't being efficient inside the organization. But let's talk for a second about the very productive employees in a company. Might be someone who's running their IT department, is someone who's developing new software, someone who's a key salesperson, or the key operations manager, for example. And if something were to happen to that key individual, it could put this business in a lot of jeopardy. And I think there's a couple topics that relate to insurance to protect downside. So why don't you talk to us a little bit about that?
In fact, I was thinking as we were talking about that, my wife works for a manufacturing company, and some of the people in their research and development areas actually hold patents. And so you've got a key employee that actually owns a patent on a process or something like that. And so, that's a key person. I mean, if you lose them, then it's going to affect your business. And so we're seeing, the companies buying key man life insurance to protect, that investment and that intelligence. Also, what we're seeing, though, in more and more is disability. So it's not, people understand what happens if a key person dies. But I always ask people, what happens if the key person doesn't die but is totally disabled? To the business, it's as if they're dead. And so we have a need at some point to have money coming into the business to hire expertise to keep the company going and to replace that person, down the road. So we're seeing not only the life insurance but the disability, and several of our companies have very good products around the whole business, not only key man but buy-sell agreements, loan protection. We're seeing banks that are requiring life insurance and disability on loans now, and so there's certain companies that have just protecting the loan, making sure that loan gets paid off if that key person is disabled.
Absolutely. So now we're talking about different types of businesses that exist. Let's focus for a second on LLCs and S corporations. Is there anything special or things that they need to consider being an LLC or an S corporation?
Well, I just think it's all about, the S corporations are usually smaller companies. Sometimes they're 2 or 3 man operations. It's so critical to have that business plan. What happens if one of us dies and we're the guys that run this business, and they don't have 200, 300, 400 employees. They've got 20 employees, and the 3 guys that are running the business or the 3 ladies running the business are really the key people. And so having that buy-sell agreement in place, funded with insurance, having the disability portion taken care of as well is really critical for those smaller corporations. I had a case where we had 3 business owners, 2 men and a lady. The 2 men were like me, old and fat. They both got rated on their life insurance. The female was preferred best. 18 months in, she passes away, goes on vacation, just a freak thing, has a heart attack. And so the healthier person passed away, but we took that business $1 million. And I can remember the other 2 business owners saying, this is saving our business, that we would not be in business if we had not done this planning. And so that's kind of where the rubber meets the road. If you want your business to continue, that little bit of planning can go a long way.
Play my cards right. Up the ante, one blackjack all night. Roll the dice, let it ride. What are the odds I got snake eyes?
This podcast exists in large part because of KazCM, the content marketing business inside KazSource Inc. KazCM is excited to bring the content marketing services used at KazSource to you. Learn more by visiting KazCM.com. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. It's a big deal to us. We hope you found value in it, and if you did, we would be incredibly grateful if you gave us a review on iTunes. Remember to subscribe to this podcast, and feel free to share it with anyone you know. More than anything, thank you again for listening. We appreciate it.